Well, thank you, French Beshalach. Greetings to you all. Happy Tu B'Shvat to all. That is the so-called New Year of the Trees, one of the 4 New Years in the calendar. And if you want more, just because you need a reset for the year, go ahead. Have as many New Years as you would like. And maybe it's because the non-Jewish 15th of Av is coming. That is the festival day of love. And what a great festival that is to have. Otherwise known in our neck of the woods as Valentine's Day. Still a little over a week away, but I got a lot of really nice notes last week, and thank you all for writing. And last week was a week many of you seem to have shared the commentary with your friends, and I thank you for that. The world changes one soul at a time, and any of you who then chose to receive my weekly ramblings, thank you. I know how sacred your time, your space is. And I thank you, Perry and Lana, for those beautiful words. And thank you, Scott and Stephanie. Your kindness knows no bounds. And wonderful notes from Sherry and Monty and so many more of you. Thank you. I will always be grateful for the time you share with me. Time, the most precious commodity of all. We lose wealth, we create wealth. We lose health and we improve health. We lose love and we find love. We make love, but we cannot manufacture time. However, we can learn to understand time as the ancient Greeks did. And they had 2 ways to mark time: chronos, or chronological time, and kairos, which was supreme moment time. Now the former, chronos, was sequential, to watch it, measure it, while the latter, kairos time, was a moment of indeterminate time when events of significance occur, or to live in it. Like when time stands still, when you're experiencing an event or sensation, and we all experience kairos time. And the people are going to begin a journey that is not measured in time or in distance, although we measure it falsely in both those ways. 40 years and many a mile. They are going on a journey that can only be measured in experience. Many a mile to freedom, many a smile to tell. Ask my bluebird to sing you from the heart of a wishing well. If you should ask me to give you the reason for life that we know, and together we float like the river, and together we melt like the snow. Well, together, my friends, that's how it should be. And I'll be going on a short journey myself next week. I've been asked to perform a service and to give a talk. And while I'm gone, I will certainly hope to see my good friend Bob, a beautiful man who shares the great gifts of love and time and wisdom with so many. And the inimitable Rudy, whose soul is ancient and knowing. And there's so many more people that I cannot wait to see. It will be like a renewal, a coming together of souls. So let's do a quick call to gather from Psalm 133, the Hine Matov, inviting everyone to come together to unify together, my friends. Hine Matov u'manai shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manai shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. All together. No divisions, no lines, no barriers. We should come together as a natural thing, not as an unnatural, only in crisis thing, which we too often do. So let's all together take a moment to express gratitude, renew spirit and energy, as we like to do with and for each other. Take time to be thankful for all the miracles of our lives, our health, our happiness, families and friends, and the great love that envelops us and everyone we know. And let's share that goodwill and love with those in need and send out energy to help heal all those in need of healing and renewal at this time of hope, of peace, of light. Remember that sending goodwill, love, peace, and thanks, it's such an easy thing to do, to transmit energy to those in need, to everybody you know in need. Call out names wherever you know. For John, Francis, for Bob, for Phil, for the Bee, and for all of you in need of love, of renewal, of spirit. Think of those in need. Call out healing for them. The kindness, healing wishes, goodwill, and love you all send out circles the world, finding those in need. So thank you, each and every one of you. Mi sheberech Avotenu Makor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Beshalach, let us all have our spirits renewed, each and every single one of us. Friends, this is Beshalach, when he let go, when Pharaoh let the people go. And the march to freedom begins. Now, we're about to embark on a journey. But first, we're going to spend a year at the foot of the mountain of God, learning about ourselves. Some of us are still learning. It can take a lifetime. It can take many lifetimes. The geographic distance from the mountain of God to the promised land is an 11-day journey. But the spiritual distance from slavery to freedom is a minimum of 40 years, and for some, it is ongoing. Now, the people have been slaves for generations. Decision-making, willpower, responsibility have not been part of their lives. One does not acquire responsibility instantly when one becomes free. They were sent a specific way to avoid direct confrontation with people. You see, facing opponents, having to take arms and fight, would terrify people who've never had to do that. And so their natural reaction would be to turn and flee. The Red Sea situation, well, that's different. With the Egyptian army behind them and an open sea in front of them, they do not need to make a decision, exert willpower, or take responsibility. They have no choice but to go forward. They did not know it. They were going home. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. They say the people are protected. There's a daily miracle forming, cloud and fire. Now, the cloud and fire have a two-sided function, both conveying God's presence and reflecting God's mysteriousness. The narrative reports that the Lord himself goes in front of the Israelites in the wilderness, but they do not see the deity because he travels in the daytime in the column of cloud and by night the column of fire. Exodus must be read with a consciousness that the cloud or fire is present at all times, a constant miracle, an introduction of the cosmic in history. Now, there's a sense of the awe involved in this phenomenon, particularly expressed in fire, which becomes the signature of God. The journey began when Moses saw the burning bush. The pillar of fire becomes a daily miracle from when they settle at the mountain to when they march for 40 years. The Great Epiphany, the Decalogue, announced by fire, and then the mountain itself, surrounded by the flash of fire, the mountain shaking, the incineration of the rebels. Fire will become the theme of God from this point forward. But now, the people who had no fight in them are about to be confronted by the army of Pharaoh. do you think they feel? How would you feel? One final time, God will do something unexpected, Exodus 14:4. And I'll strengthen Pharaoh's heart, and he'll pursue them, and I'll be glorified against Pharaoh and against all of his army, and Egypt will know that I am he who causes being. So God will harden Pharaoh's heart one final time in order to put an exclamation point on his existence. Now, some have wondered if this is just ego getting out of control. Pharaoh comes after the people with his chariots, and they are afraid. Hey, who wouldn't be? And they begin what will be a recurring theme for them, complaints to Moses. Exodus 14:11, and they said to Moses, was it because of an absence, none, of graves in Egypt that you took us to die in the wilderness? What is this that you have done to us to bring us out of Egypt? What has Moses done to them? This will be the ongoing theme of this generation, projection against Moses, who now finds himself to be the leader of a people who never chose him to lead them. Through a series of crises, the people doubt his competence and rebel against his authority. Sounds like today, doesn't it? When time after time, and still to this day, the words of God are all referenced by, I am the Lord who brought you out of Egypt, out of a house of slaves. It wasn't Moses, it was God. But it's all about freedom. Freedom from fear, the Pharaoh we all have created. And as the people stand at the shore of the Red Sea, Exodus 14:13, Moses said to the people, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid, friends. It is all about fear. The festival of freedom is coming, and we're going to be talking about it over the weeks ahead. And Moses reached his hand out over the sea, and the Lord drove back the sea with a strong east wind all night, and the sea was split. Now this too is an image we all keep from childhood, the sea splitting. The Israelites, they who wrestle with God, traverse safely where before they saw nowhere to go. Now, how often do you see no future, nowhere to go? But you find the strength, you find the faith to find a way, and you go forward. Flashing for the warriors whose strength is not to fail. Flashing for the refugees on the unarmed road of flame. For each and every underdog, soldier in the night, we gazed upon chimes of freedom flashing. See, the people had to move forward. There was no choice, no options. They were not ready. Are you? What do you need to be ready? Are you always prepared for when freedom calls you? Ask yourself. And we'll get an answer. And the people saw God perform feats unparalleled in history. But they blame Moses for things and have no faith. How hard is it to have faith when you see miracles every single day? Well, it's obviously pretty hard. You have to understand, belief was different. It was not like we understand religious belief, which is belief in. This notion of belief in does not occur anywhere in biblical Hebrew, nor in any other ancient Near Eastern languages. To pagan man, the gods being observable forces in nature, the sun, the sky, the storm, wind, are not a matter of belief, but of knowledge. So in our conception of God in Exodus, God becomes known. God's existence and power are a matter of knowledge, of fact, not belief at all. When one has seen 10 plagues, and a sea split, and as a column of cloud and fire visible at all times, one does not ask, do you believe in God? As the term is used in the Hebrew Bible, it means not belief in, but belief that. That is, it means that if God says he will do something, you can trust that he will do it. They simply know God is there. Now, I know very few people who have that level of faith. We don't have it anymore. Humans focus on the visible human figure rather than on God. Joseph pointed out he was not the interpreter of dreams. He simply reported what God had determined. Moses keeps pointing out to the people, God freed them, not he. It's not he who provides their water, nor he who provides their food. It is God. Exodus 16:4, and the Lord said to Moses, here, I'm raining bread from the skies for you, and let the people go out and gather the daily ration in its day, in order that I can test them. Will they go by my instruction or not? Well, we all know about the 40 years of manna, though what bread? The people are to gather enough daily, and twice the allotment on the sixth day, in order to have for the Sabbath, the day of ceasing, and God will test them. What do you think? Do you think they passed the test? This is a group who have seen the 10 plagues, the original Freedom March in history, splitting of the Red Sea, drowning of the entire army of Pharaoh, a pillar of fire and cloud to guard them and to guide them, fresh water, and now food raining down from the sky, so they need never fear starvation. Is it enough? I don't know, friends, but out of all of this, from Exodus 15:11, we get one of the great pieces of liturgy, still a part of so many services, especially sung during the high holy days and festival days like Passover, the Micha Mocha, who is like you, song of praise. Who is like you among the gods, O Lord, who is like you, awesome in holiness, fearsome with splendors, making miracles. And here's my version of the Micha Mocha. Micha Mocha, Be'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha, Be'edar Bakodesh, Nora Tahilot, Osei Fela, Nora Tahilot, Osei Fela. Who is like you, O God, among the gods worship? Who is like you, God of gods revered? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, fearsome with splendors, working wonders? The Micha Mocha, who is like you? Yes, the world is sacred, so is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life, the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom. Be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light, my friends, and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, an end to terror and hatred. Remember, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other, we share this right together, men and women equally. Let us send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, good healing to all who need it. And please do, learn to forgive, learn to love, open your hearts, honor the relationships of your life, tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey. Take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Send healing, goodwill, and love to all who need it. Share your holiness. Now bless you all. Have a fantastic week, a week of love and light, a week of peace and healing, for you to honor the people of your life, honor the journey you are on, honor yourself. And friends, keep your eyes open to what you may not be seeing, keep your ears open, and listen to the world around you. And remember, this is an organic book. The lessons, the laws, the ethics, the rituals changes with the times. It's how it stays current, relevant, new, meaningful, and continues to provide us with insight and with answers. Remember, we set in motion all that happens in our lives. Our intention, our cause, our effect, everything is linked. As I've said, you always have time to forgive and be forgiven. You do that knowledge of what is good and bad, so acknowledge what you have done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you have wronged, and ask forgiveness. Do so with sincerity, accountability, vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you, be forgiving, and Be compassionate in your lives. Do not stop your journey. Do not stop moving towards your promised land. It's in sight. Keep on dreaming, keep on being, keep sharing, keep shining, keep teaching, keep spreading your holiness. Do not follow fear, follow love. It's always in front of you. Remember to have faith and unwavering adherence to principle, just as I have faith in the principle of love and all of you. And remember to act with purity of heart and mind, despising none, defrauding none, hating none, cherishing all, honoring every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all peoples know peace this year, and may you nurture kindness and love everywhere. We are entering the wilderness together, my friends. We'll help each other every step along the way on our road to freedom. And while we do, continue to work on yourself by being present in the body, by expanding the heart and quieting the mind. And if you want real change, find a way to work on all three at the same time, because the deepest source of real power lies in consciousness and the ability to be present in all circumstances. We are moving forward together. We never have to stay in a bad, dark place. None of us. In this dirty old part of the city, where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. We gotta get out of this place, if it's the last thing we ever do. We gotta get out of this place. Hey, there's a better place for me and you. Give love, my friends. Embrace love, not fear. Forgiveness, not anger. Be there for someone. Someone's always there for you, whether you know it or not. Be happy, be healthy, be helpful, be kind, be loving. Now, I look forward to seeing you all next time. And if you do not receive these automatically but wish to, then email me back and I'll put you on the list to receive our weekly commentaries. Shabbat shalom, blessings to you all. See you all soon. And I hope you all have a fantastic New Year of the Trees, and get ready and have a fantastic, Festival of Love. Coming up next week. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.